The Go label was home to many a Capcom conversion, most of which were various shades of awful. Sidearms ranks right down at the bottom of the pile of mediocrity. This was not a hard conversion, as Sidearms is a very mediocre horizontal shooter in the arcade, so for it to turn out this bad is very disappointing. Gameplay is the standard fly to the right, collect power-ups and blast anything that moves or looks at you funny. But this seems to be beyond the coders, who had already shat out Speed Rumbler and Gunsmoke. The graphics are hideous, with fuzzy sprites and amateurish backgrounds that scroll at the speed of a snail with bronchitis. Collision detection is terrible, so shooting enemies is a coin toss half the time. Power-ups are also a suggestion rather than a fact, as picking them up sometimes does nothing at all. Add sound by someone tone deaf and you have a truly abysmal package. One of the worst games I've played, which gets a massive thumbs down. Well, the Amiga port is handled by a different team than the dreadful 64 version, but, having said that, Probe hardly has a spotless track record for good conversions with Outrun and Road Blasters still fresh in my mind. Probe deliver a better game than the 64 version, as this is at least a playable facsimile of the arcade game, but suffers from what looks like ST portitis as we get bland sprites on even blander backgrounds with little of interest happening with a soundtrack that can best be described as beige. Another disappointing release, but it does just escape the thumbs down. Still, play the arcade original if you really have an itch to play a bang average shooter.